Hey guys, यतिखेर हामी डी मोन्फोर्ट युनिभर्सिटी लेस्टरमा छौँ। मसँग जोजी हुनुहुन्छ जो चाहिँ युनिभर्सिटीको इन्टरनेसनल अफिसबाट चाहिँ रिजनल म्यानेजर हुनुहुन्छ। हामी आज विशेष गरी यो लेस्टर सिटीदेखि लिएर लेस्टर डी मोन्फोर्ट युनिभर्सिटीको टुर गरिरहेको छौँ। ओभरअलमा चाहिँ यहाँ चाहिँ जे होस् ब्याकग्राउन्डमा देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ हामीले धेरै भिडियोहरू सेयर गरेका छौँ जहाँ चाहिँ तपाईँ देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ कि लाइक ओभरअल सिटी नै कभर भएको छ। युनिभर्सिटीले चाहिँ धेरै जसो स्पेस अकुपाई गरेको छ भन्छु म चाहिँ तपाईँले ब्याकग्राउन्डमा देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ। अब विशेष गरी इन्टरनेसनल स्टुडेन्टको लागि चाहिँ इन्टरनेसनल स्टुडेन्ट एक्सपिरियन्सको लागि चाहिँ आई थिङ्क डी मोन्फोर्ट र लेस्टर एज अ सिटी तपाईँको लागि चाहिँ एकदम उपयुक्त हुनसक्छ। म यहाँ ओभरअल सराउन्डिङदेखि लिएर यहाँको चाहिँ ओभरभ्यू हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब जस्तो युनिभर्सिटी एज अ होल आफैमा पनि एउटा गोल्ड रेटेड युनिभर्सिटी भएको हुनाले पनि तपाईँले पढिसकिसकेपछि पाउने त्यसको लेभरेज चाहिँ एकदमै हाई देखिन्छ कम्पेयर टु अदर युनिभर्सिटिज। गोल्ड रेटेड भनेको चाहिँ टिचिङ एक्सिलेन्स फ्रेमवर्क मार्फत चाहिँ अब एकदम प्रिमियम लेभलको युनिभर्सिटिजहरू मानिन्छ। त्यसै गरी ओभरअल इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चरको कुरा गर्ने हो र स्टुडेन्ट लाइफको कुरा गर्ने हो भने अब कम्पेरिजनको कुरा गर्ने हो भने चाहिँ तपाईँले के देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ भने bigger cities भन्दा comparatively reasonable, less fees for accommodation, less fees for transportation. अघि हामीले कुरा गऱ्यौँ roughly 15-20 मिनट भित्रको walk distance भित्रमा चाहिँ you're likely to get into a university. So and because of which you're likely to save a lot of money in terms of transportation and also easy access to the city center, easy access to this city. त्यो भन्न चाहन्छु र विशेष गरी नेपालबाट पढ्न चाहनुहुने विद्यार्थीहरू जो डी मोन्फोर्ट लेस्टरमा आउन चाहनुहुन्छ कृपया हामीलाई सम्पर्क गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। हामीले डाइरेक्टली युनिभर्सिटीलाई रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्छौँ र हामीसँग तपाईँ प्रोसेसिङ गर्नुभयो भने एन्टायर प्रोसेसिङ तपाईँको कम्पेरिटिभली फास्ट र स्मुथ हुन्छ भन्ने हामी आशा राख्दछौँ। Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and your host Ganesh is back again with another video. Today here at Leicester, one of the beautiful city in mid of England. I'm here with Joe Agar, who is the country manager for Europe and also for rest of the South Asia. It's a great pleasure to welcome Joe Agar in our video. I'd like to welcome you first.
Thanks, Ganesh. It's very, of course, it's been a great pleasure meeting you today, and it's a pleasure being on your channel. So, yeah, I'm Joe Agar from Montfort University, one of the country managers for EU and rest of South Asia, which is Bangladesh, Nepal, and Pakistan. So, yeah, very excited to be on the channel and speaking to all of the interested students. And yeah,
this is my first visit here in Leicester. Joe toured me around the campus and also around the city center. And for students, especially from Nepal, who are looking forward to stay out of crowded city, let's say London or other big cities, I think it's something they need to consider. Then डी मोन्फोर्ट is definitely a place to be in. So now we're going to talk about the overall entry requirements for the Nepalese students, probably the scholarship schemes, and the range of available options for September 2022.
Sure, yeah, that's some really good questions there, and I guess we're going to go through quite a few topics that have some interesting insights. And I guess, as Ganesh has alluded to, Leicester is a really good city, especially for yourselves to be based in as a student, because Leicester is very affordable. It's very easy to get from one place to another. So we have a city centre based campus, which is about a 5-minute walk away from the main shopping centre. It's about a 15-minute walk away from the main train station, which where we came from today. And it's very much a student city. There's 2 universities in the city, and you're going to come across people from all walks of life. So that's a really great opportunity for you to not only learn within your studies, but also learn more about life and get some more experience, which is the main thing for everybody to grow, of course. So in terms of the entry criteria, generally at the undergraduate level, we ask for 75% in high school certificate. And then for postgraduate, we ask for a 4-year bachelor degree with 55% overall. And I guess if you've studied a 3-year undergraduate art and design degree, we could consider your case more so on a case-by-case basis. And I guess if you had a portfolio, that would really help with your application. So yeah, I mean, there's some really great opportunities for you. And I guess the general kind of English requirement is IELTS 6 with 5.5 in all four components. And I guess we do accept other English language qualifications like Cambridge English, Pearson, TOEFL Home Edition.
In those students from Nepal, if you're looking forward to study in a very peaceful environment and a well-ranked university, as you can see, Montfort is a gold-rated in terms of teaching excellence, and there are Nepalese communities and also a big chunk of Indian communities living here, which is, I think, for students, especially coming from Nepal, it will be a second home away from home,
Exactly, that's a really good point as well. So Leicester, as well as being a very international city and very much a student city, it is also very much a South Asian city. We've got a big South Asian population in Leicester, and there's an area in the city actually called the Golden Mile, and that is where the majority of our South Asian residents reside. And lots of our, we have lots of South Asian restaurants and cafes and shops. And only recently, the council introduced a pedestrianised walkway from the city centre all the way to the Golden Mile. So it's a good opportunity for you to maybe make some new friends as well. And I guess when you're maybe feeling homesick, you can go there and feel like you're at home still. So yeah, it's a really great city in that sense. And another thing is that we've got a lot of nature here in Leicester. So we have lots of parks. We've got Victoria Park, we've got Castle Gardens, Bede Park, Ayleston Meadows, Bradgate Park. The list literally goes on, even Abbey Park and Watermead Park. So there's plenty of places for you to visit, to stay active and be at one with nature and get out there, outdoors. So yeah, there's lots going on in the city, and it's a really exciting time for everybody.
Okay, so especially this video is targeted for students from Nepal, and what are the major courses that students from Nepal they're likely to get in here at Montfort?
That's a really good question, and I guess it depends on what your student would like to study. It depends on who they are and what their background is. Of course, a lot of our business courses are popular amongst Nepalese students, so the likes of MBA Global, which is an entry-level MBA. You've got the likes of International Business and Management, Project Management, Air Transport Management. We have a range of computing and engineering courses, and also lots of art and design courses that could be of interest. And not to mention the health and life science courses, from the likes of pharmaceutical biotechnology to nutrition to education. To biomedical sciences. So there's a wide range of courses for your students to consider. And I guess what's really great and fundamental about the university is that the academics are very much focused on supporting students. A lot of the academics as well have industry experience, so they've come from industry and they bring that wealth of experience and knowledge with them and transfer that onto students. And that's brilliant, because students not only get first-hand expertise, but they're really getting that, and they're getting the knowledge from the academics who can give them that support to them for their future career.
In terms of the preferences, there are multiple universities across UK. Why do you think, especially for a Nepalese student,
Sure.
Leicester is something that you would advocate? And obviously you would do that. But again, what are the specific things student would be enjoying as a student here?
Yeah, that's a really good question as well. Thank you for raising that. I mean, it's the Montfort University. So in 2017 we were actually awarded TEF Gold by the UK government, which is of course the Teaching Excellence Framework. So it's the highest accolade university could achieve, and it really shows mainly three main metrics. So the student satisfaction, students are generally satisfied here. The teaching quality, the quality of teaching is really strong, and the academics do really care about students and spend a lot of their time supporting them. And then finally, 97.3% of our students are either in full-time employment or continued studies 6 months after graduation. So that really shows how strong we are with student employability, making sure that students have the skills to go on into their future career. So I guess for Nepalese students, that is a good, a really good point for you to consider, that you're not only going to get a great degree here, but you're also going to get the wealth of knowledge and those skills that are crucial for the workplace. Recently our placement team were voted the best in the whole of the UK. So that's across all 4 faculties, and it really shows how good they are at what they do. They're there to support students. They help them with their CV, they help them with interview preparation, they help them with the assessment day preparation as well. And they really give them that expertise, that extra kind of specialised support. And I think that's what sets the EMU apart from the rest of the other universities, is that we really care about our students. We're really there to support them and help them with everything that they need. Another great thing is that our campus is a one-size-fits-all. Everything is in within walking distance.
Yep.
We've got a 24-hour library on campus, which has lots of computers, lots of shared working space, private working space as well. We have a food court on campus. We've got a doctor's surgery on campus. We've got a business innovation centre on campus. So there's a lot. There's a lot of services there to support students, and it makes it really easy, I guess, for them when they're here. We've got lots of accommodation options available on campus as well. So I guess that's convenient. I guess if your student wanted to wake up half an hour before their seminar or lecture, they can do. I think it's that's what sets the EMU apart, is that everything is convenient. And I guess given that we're in the city of Leicester, it's very affordable and easy for your students to explore and get around.
Definitely, I believe that's a very nice point, like what you mentioned, within the proximity of half an hour or 20 minutes by walking. Probably the students are likely to stay nearby the campuses, the availability of wide range of accommodations. I think that really helps the students, where in majority of the big cities, they are unlikely to live within that proximity because mostly are centered, and then staying in a center accommodation is going to be very expensive. Apart from that, majority of our students in Nepal, they are primarily concerned about scholarship. How much scholarship can we get? What are the range of a scholarship? How do we apply for scholarship? So what do you have to say on that?
Yeah, so in terms of scholarships, we have 2 main scholarships. So the first scholarship is the early deposit discount. So that's £500. And we also have the international scholarship of £1,500. So all in all, there's 2 main scholarships there, of which totals £2,000. And in order to secure that scholarship, you need to pay a £4,000 deposit. And as soon as you get your offer letter, we'd really encourage that you pay your deposit of £4,000 so you can secure your place, and so that you can also gain the scholarships, because the £1,500 scholarship is based on a kind of applied on a case-by-case basis, on first come, first serve. So it is really crucial that students are proactive. But we do have additional scholarships, but with the additional scholarships, there is slightly limited availability. So you need to apply for separately for it, and you need to submit like a personal statement / motivational letter justifying why you should get it. So, for example, we have the sustainability scholarship. So that totals £4,000. So I guess if there are any architecture or energy or design engineering students who are interested in focusing on sustainability, that could be something to explore. We also have a sports scholarship. So the sports scholarship totals a maximum £4,000 towards the tuition fees, and then a maximum £2,000 towards, let's say, buying equipment, support with sports massage or travel, and so on. We have the High Achievers Scholarship. So that is for undergraduate students. And what we could do is maybe explore that in a little bit more detail. And we could share the link with you and your students, because it's kind of, it breaks it down in more detail there, because let's say, for example, if the student wants to achieve 70% in their high school certificate, they could get £3,000 off their first year tuition fee. If it's 75%, it could be £5,000. If it's 80%, it could be the full fee tuition fee waiver for that first year. But again, there's limited availability, and students would need to submit an additional motivational letter. What I would suggest is just be as proactive as you can, and also consider the bigger picture. Consider how affordable it is to live in Leicester. You wouldn't really need to pay for any transport because you can walk everywhere. And I guess that keeps you fit and healthy, so maybe you don't need to pay for gym membership. We also have a fresh fruit, veg, meat and fish market in the city centre. So I guess that gives you an opportunity to buy produce from scratch at a very affordable rate. So there's little things like that, which you can look out for. There's lots of convenience shops and supermarkets nearby to the campus as well. So yeah, it's really convenient for you, and it's very affordable here in Leicester. So I'd encourage that you look at the bigger picture, and yeah, we very much look forward to receiving your application and welcoming you to the Montfort University soon.
Definitely, that's the reason why we are here today, making videos and trying to disseminate the information about studying here at Montfort University, the facilities that the DMU offers, and wide range of a scholarship that is being offered to international students. The other thing which I would like to ask you is majorly in the context of Nepalese or Asian market, the students are more focused on getting a part-time or even a full-time job after finishing their degree. So in that context, how do you see Leicester or as a DMU university giving more kind of support or the availability of resources in terms of employability in the market?
Yeah, sure. So that's again another really good question. And I guess, like I said earlier, the great thing about Montfort University is that we prepare students for work. We teach, of course, them the academic side of things, but we also teach them the skills that are going to help them in their future. And I guess with Montfort, it's central to the economy in Leicester. We have lots of tie-ups with local and national companies, and I guess with those connections, that presents an opportunity for your students, so they can potentially speak to their program leaders and get some work experience, through their network, or consult with their, the placement department. The placement department can give you lots of really great tips of how to prepare your application and how to actually get a job. So yeah, I think there's some really good outcomes here at Montfort University. We actually have a business innovation centre on campus, so that's a really great environment for your students to, let's say if they wanted to start a business, or if they've got a business idea and wanted to kind of go through a trial and error process. We have that environment here where we offer students reduced office rent, and we also give them an environment and where they can meet like-minded individuals. So that presents an opportunity to develop cross-cultural business opportunity, business. Yeah, in terms of part-time work, there's lots of restaurants in the city. There's lots of factories as well, further out of the city. So that could be an opportunity for your students to get part-time work alongside their studies. But of course, we would like our students' main focus to be on studies. But I guess, yeah, once they graduate, of course, now as we have the new post-study work visa, that's a really great opportunity for your students to gain work experience, and get out there really. So that's positive.
Exactly. I think that really helps to understand the overall scenario by being an international student here at Montfort and understanding the local market, the availability of the jobs, and also the scope after finishing a degree in the UK. So once you're done with your degree, you can travel anywhere in the UK and then get opportunities, get into a job and build your career. I think that's the opportunity that UK is building, and the universities like Montfort University would be able to support in every possible way. I just want to talk about a little bit the student union aspect, so in what ways students from Nepal or those who are highly engaged or highly working in different fields, and then they want to build their leadership or management skills by being engaged in student unions. What are the facilities available for the student?
Yeah, so we do have a big students union on campus, and it's a really great opportunity for your students to build a community. They can join societies. So we have a Nepalese society on campus, so you can make new friends. You can maybe take up leadership opportunities as well. And yeah, the students union is very inclusive. I guess as well, outside of your studies, there's opportunities to meet new friends at night time. We've got a bar there, yeah, it's a really nice environment, really social. There's cafes there as well. There's a convenience store there, and yeah, it's really inclusive, and it's a great opportunity for your students to grow and make new friends.
Exactly. And in addition to what you have mentioned, I would like to stress a little bit further things like in Leicester, there is a large community of Nepalese people living, I mean, Nepalese diaspora living here in the Leicester. So I think, again, there will be a combination of international experience and also local experience by being here at Leicester. I think that might be more important for a lot of students. Apart from that, I think, do you want to share something which I haven't covered? I think we are towards the end of this conversation and trying to wrap it up now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've pretty much covered everything. And I wouldn't want to give yourself or any of your students information overload. But yeah, I guess what I'd say is that if you are interested in applying to the Montfort University, please ensure that you, of course, consult with Ganesh and the team at Uni Ladder Consultancy as soon as you can and get your application through. They can support you, from the start of the process all the way to the end. And there's a really great opportunity for you here at the Montfort University in Leicester. The university itself is very much on the up, and the city of Leicester is as well really developing. I myself am from Leicester, so it's nice to see the city develop. And I guess for you, as an international student, it'd be a really great setup for you. It's really easy to settle in. I guess, you'll come here around mid-September, and you'll take part in the International Orientation Week, and then you'll have the Welcome Week, where you get a chance to actually meet your lecturers, get your timetable, and get set up so that you can then go ahead with your studies and really concentrate for the year ahead. So yeah, that's pretty much it from my side. I guess if you have any questions, you can of course contact me via email as well. So my email address is joseph.agar@dmu.ac.uk. So that's joseph.agar@dmu.ac.uk. So if you have any queries, you can contact me as well. And of course, Ganesh is here with his team from Uni Ladder Consultancy. And yeah, we very much look forward to receiving your application and hopefully welcoming you here at the Montfort University in the not too distant future. So thank you for listening, and speak to you soon. Thanks.
Definitely. Joe, thanks a lot for giving time and being here, sharing all the information about DMU and also about Leicester City as a whole. It's our pleasure from Uni Ladder to represent the Montfort University and then work in close partnership with your team, Joe and Martin, who've been very supportive since the beginning of our journey. And if in Nepal, in any part of Nepal, if you intend to apply at the Montfort University, first I would suggest you to go through the website and look the availability of courses that you might be interested in. Then get in touch with us. I will be in Nepal by the end of this month. So you can come to our office in Kathmandu, and then we can have a one-to-one discussion and see the feasibility of your studies here in the UK, and especially here at the Montfort University. I think that's it for now. And to the viewers, if you have any comments, please do share your comments down the comment section, and then we'll be able to incorporate that. I'll try to reply as much as possible. For now, thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you. Thanks.
त्यति भन्दै आजको लागि यो भिडियोबाट म बिदा मान्छु र अर्को भिडियोमा यस्तै कुनै अर्को युनिभर्सिटीको इन्फर्मेसन लिएर आउनेछु। तबसम्मको लागि नमस्ते। थ्याङ्क यू।
म चाहिँ अरूलाई युनि ल्याडर नै किन रिकमेन्ड गर्छु भन्दाखेरि दे आर क्लियर अबाउट अल द थिङ्स हैन। सबभन्दा मेन चाहिँ तपाईले वहाँ गएर के गर्नुपर्छ गर्नु पर्दैन र तपाईको एक्सेप्टेन्स रेट कतिको राम्रो छ सबै कुरा वहाँ क्लियरली भनिदिनुहुन्छ। त्यही भएर यदि कसैले स्टुडेन्ट भिसामा या अरू कुनै भिसामा युके एप्लाई गर्नु छ भने चाहिँ आई विल हाइली रिकमेन्ड युनि ल्याडर कन्सल्टेन्सी।